Monday Night Raw just flipped the script in a massive way for the World Heavyweight title, and it's got the entire fanbase buzzing. So let's break it down. We'll dive into the latest on the title picture. What's next for the USOs, Naomi's role in all this, and some big storylines that are heating up fast. We'll start off with the main event scene. The World Heavyweight title situation. The past few weeks have been filled with rumors, confusion, and tons of speculation surrounding Seth Rollins' injury. And now, after this week's Raw, we have official confirmation. Seth Rollins is indeed hurt, and unfortunately, he's forced to vacate the world title. According to what Adam Pearce said during the show, the story they're telling is that Seth came out of Crown Jewel pretty beat up, but it was the Braun's brutal attack that really sealed his fate and left him needing surgery. So the Kafabe reason is clear. The Brauns took out the champ. And now, Raw's entire world title scene has been thrown into chaos. Now, in a moment that definitely turned heads, Braun Breaker walked out holding the world title over his shoulder, and honestly, it looked right. The fans online couldn't help but comment on how natural the belt looked on him. Even though he's not champion, it kind of foreshadowed what's likely down the line. Braun Breaker as world champ one day. But for now, he had to hand the title back to Adam Pearce, not without making Pearce beg for it first. After that, Pearce made the big announcement. A battle royal would take place later in the night to determine who would face CM Punk at Saturday night's main event, where the vacant World Heavyweight title would be on the line. But then, in another big move, Pearce officially removed the Brauns from that battle royal. And honestly, that was the right call. After all, it was their attack that caused this whole mess. From a storyline perspective, it makes total sense. Adam Pearce, as GM, is furious at the Brauns for putting his champion on the shelf. So instead of rewarding them with a title shot, he's punishing them by taking that chance away. That's exactly the kind of consistency fans love to see from authority figures. So the match goes down. The big battle royal to determine CM Punk's opponent. And when all was said and done, Jey Uso came out on top. He's now officially heading to face CM Punk for the vacant World Heavyweight title at Saturday night's main event. But here's where it gets interesting. The reaction online wasn't exactly glowing. A lot of fans were hoping for something fresh, maybe an unexpected winner. Instead, Raw stuck with one of its already established names. Right now, the world title scene basically revolves around CM Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso. So going into this match, the only real favorites were Jey and LA Knight. Still, the Battle Royal wasn't just about crowning a new contender. It was also a massive chapter in the ongoing USO family story. During the match, there was a critical moment where Jey was literally milliseconds away from elimination. And who saved him? His brother, Jimmy Uso. Despite it being a match where every man is technically out for himself, Jimmy put his own ambitions aside and helped his brother stay in the fight. That single act said everything about Jimmy's character, a loyal brother who still puts family first, even when the stakes are high. But moments later, everything flipped. When Jimmy found himself dangling over the ropes, Jey had the perfect chance to return the favor. But instead, he shoved Jimmy out and eliminated him. Just like that. It wasn't a full-on heel turn, but it definitely painted Jey in a dark, selfish light. The crowd reaction said it all. Gasps, boos, total shock. Jimmy looked devastated. He had just saved Jey from elimination, only for Jey to throw him away the second it was convenient. After Jey's win, Jimmy didn't even join his brother in celebration. He just walked off, visibly hurt. And honestly, that moment told the story perfectly. This was the evolution of Jey Uso from the loyal twin to the self-centered star. It mirrors what we saw when he started acting like Roman Reigns after Clash in Paris. He's been adopting Roman's mindset. Me first, everyone else second, and that mentality clearly worked. It got him the win and a shot at the world title. But at what cost? He's now alienating the one person who always had his back. For Jey, this is just the next step in his transformation. When he won the world title at WrestleMania 41, it was a moment of unity. Both brothers celebrated together. But this time, it's different. There's no love left between them, just bitterness and betrayal. Jimmy, on the other hand, looks ready to snap. He's been patient with his brother, but after this, it feels like he's finally done trying to play peacemaker. Naomi even hinted at that on Raw. She told Jimmy maybe it's time he joins the dark side himself, joking that all it takes is one car push. That line, of course, was a clever nod to Naomi's own heel turn when she attacked Jade Cargill and shoved her onto a car. Naomi's story was about being tired of being ignored, standing in the background while everyone else got the spotlight. And now Jimmy's story mirrors hers perfectly. He's constantly in the shadows, always the third guy when people talk about the bloodline. If you rank the core members, it's Roman, then Jey, and then Jimmy. He's always overlooked. So just like Naomi, Jimmy's had enough. Nobody's talking about him. Everything's about Roman and Jey. And after what Jey did to him, this could be the breaking point. Jimmy might finally snap and go full heel. That sets up some major drama for Saturday night's main event, because when Jey faces CM Punk for the world title, there's absolutely no way that match ends clean. There are too many storylines intersecting Jimmy's anger, The Braun's Revenge, CM Punk's title chase. It's a recipe for total chaos. So what can we expect? Probably outside interference, and a lot of it. Jimmy almost certainly gets involved. Jay will probably look to him for help, expecting his brother to have his back, like always. But this time, Jimmy could do the opposite. Cost him the match out of revenge. That would be Jimmy's moment of retribution. The payback for all the times Jay betrayed him. And if that happens, it wouldn't be the first time we've seen that dynamic. Remember SummerSlam 2023? Jimmy screwed Jay out of the title back then too, claiming he did it to protect his brother, to stop Jay from turning into another Roman Reigns. Ironically, that same reasoning still applies now. Jay really is becoming more like Roman, cold, ruthless, and so Jimmy stepping in again to stop that transformation would make perfect storyline sense. But Jimmy's not the only potential interference here. The Brauns also have unfinished business. Remember, Pierce banned them from the Battle Royal, stripping them of their title opportunity. And if there's one thing we know about the Brauns, it's that they don't take rejection quietly. So you can bet they'll show up during that match and cause some havoc. The question is, whose side will they be on? Both Jay and CM Punk are technically babyfaces, but lately, Jay's been leaning more toward the dark side. Would the Brauns actually attack Punk and help Jay win the belt? It sounds wild, but in wrestling, anything's possible. Maybe they see Jay as the lesser of two evils and take out Punk. Maybe they want to cause chaos for both men. Or maybe they help Jay win the belt just to have someone to target later. But logic suggests that's unlikely. Braun made it clear on Raw that his eyes are on the World Heavyweight Championship. So why would he help someone else win it? No matter what happens, one thing's for sure, that title match is going to be absolute mayhem. Between Jimmy's revenge arc and the Braun's thirst for destruction, there's no way CM Punk versus Jey Uso goes down clean. And when the dust settles, it could reshape the entire main event scene. If Jay wins, it proves that Roman's influence on him is complete. He's become exactly what he used to hate. If CM Punk wins, it cements his status as the savior of Raw's world title picture and the man who brings legitimacy back to the championship after Seth's injury. Either way, it's going to be emotional, chaotic, and probably one of the most talked about matches of the year. As for Jimmy and Naomi, keep an eye on them. Naomi's heel turn and Jimmy's frustrations are running on parallel tracks. If WWE decides to tie those stories together, we could see one of the most interesting husband-wife heel pairings in recent memory. Both characters have legitimate reasons to feel ignored, underappreciated, and pushed aside. And when you push people long enough, eventually, they push back. So yeah, Raw really set the table this week for some major developments. Seth's out. The world title's vacant. CM Punk's back in the picture. Jay's walking a dangerous line. Jimmy's losing his patience. And the Brauns are lurking in the shadows waiting to strike. The world heavyweight title scene has officially been shaken up in a huge way, and it feels like we're just getting started. But what do you guys think? Should Jay win the world title? Should Jimmy finally turn heel and take his revenge? And will CM Punk survive the chaos and come out as champion again? Drop your thoughts down below. Make sure you're subscribed with all notifications turned on. And don't forget to smash that like button if you enjoyed the breakdown. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.